Can daughters from broken homes distinguish bad boys from gentlemen? Before I open this discussion, for those who misunderstand generalizations, the title by no means implies that the daughters of every single mother out there don't know how to identify and present themselves as potential wives to successful gentlemen. Okay? Good. There are always exceptions to every rule. However, we do live in a society that increasingly embraces and celebrates raising children as single mothers, particularly in the Black community. It is generally agreed this is not a healthy trend for children for a number of reasons. One of those reasons is that a large number of daughters of single mothers really have no clue what a successful gentleman is, what kind of work he does, what kind of education he attains, how much money he generally makes, or even how he styles and grooms himself. It's perhaps unfair to expect women who are only used to unrefined bad boys to then know how gentlemen move and think. In other words, can you really expect someone who is only used to driving a 20-year-old cash cars to then be able to handle a new $500,000 Rolls Royce? That kind of upgrade takes training. Let's explore this problem in detail. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep this new channel growing and help more women understand who us great men really are. All right, unfortunately, many of these women from broken homes only see brokenness around them and repeat the same broken pattern. So, to encourage them to get them a high-income, successful man without living that lifestyle as an example is setting them up for failure and discouragement when such men reject them. Pay attention. After my divorce over 13 years ago, I had my share of postmarital dates with a variety of women in various cities when I traveled for business. Many of them were in the Dallas area, Huston, and Austin. One of them I met in Dallas. She may have been about 29 or 30, I forget. She was kind of reserved, not necessarily shy, but kind of reserved, a pleasant person, attractive, and fit, actually. So, on the first day, I took her to an Italian restaurant for lunch in an upscale shopping village near the old money part of Dallas. Now, although she was from Dallas, born and raised, she had never been to that expensive shopping area ever, or any expensive place. Now, here I am, originally from Los Angeles, and had been to more upscale Dallas places than her. She was impressed with that place, as it had those high-end stores that women love, the purses, heels, clothes, all that good stuff, all the high-end fashion labels. I was styled in dressy business casual. Remember, this was before the 2020 health crisis shut things down, so people still were going into the office. So I was on my lunch break at that point. She had never dated a guy dressed like me before. So after our meal was eaten and we were talking and having a good time, she politely asked me a peculiar question. Here's what she said. Here's her question. I hope you don't mind me asking, she started a bit nervously, but politely. Are you gay?
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Oh boy, so I immediately busted out laughing. As nobody ever asked me that question before. My outburst actually embarrassed her as she looked around to see if anybody noticed me laughing like that. Don't laugh, she said. Why are you laughing at me? So I chilled out with the laughter as I could see she was kind of serious and told her that I'm straight and have no interest in men like that. Then I asked her why would she think I was an alphabet boy. Here's where I want all single moms and modern women in general to pay close attention, because her reply is the reason why you have to stop glamorizing single motherhood, as it is selfish to do so. She explained that she was born in the hood, a poor, rough section of the southern Dallas area, where all the guys she was used to were either thugs or gang members. They dressed a certain way, you know how they dress, that girls in the hood looked up to, because that's all they knew. Their moms and aunts and sisters dated guys like that. That's all they knew. That to her was the definition of manhood, of masculinity. She had no other standard to measure men against. She came from a single mother-headed household with no father to show her what successful men look like. Let's pause right there. This skewed view of what man is the main reason we see this rise in single mothers, especially among sisters. At nearly 80% of all black children born to single mothers, we have to have this discussion and immediately provide a solution, because many of the 20% of men, those bad boys, impregnating these women are the bad boys that many of these girls identify as true men. That's all they know. And some of those lost women think that successful, well-styled gentlemen are gay. So I actually went from laughter to sadness as she helped me realize the gravity of the problem facing broken homes that raise children without fathers. So there I was, towards the end of the lunch date, giving her a brief crash course on gentlemen, having to explain that men who dress like me can be straight. Let me say it again, we can be straight, that not all men are thugs or gangbangers. I could tell by the frustrated look on her face, and she was sad actually, that she was kind of embarrassed that her understanding of men was thrown all the way off. That's a sad state of affairs and should be alarming to single parents who glorify this lifestyle and push men away. By embracing thuggish men as the standard of a man, these women end up thinking that bad boys physically roughing them up is a normal act of love. After a few of these bad boy traumas, they will then assume all men are like this, ignoring the fact that they never knew what a gentleman was in the first place. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep this new channel growing and help these lost young ladies. Until modern women stop glorifying single motherhood and embrace fathers as essential for daughters to know what successful gentlemen look like, the apocalypse of good men will continue. Welcome to the Brother Apocalypse.